Very shortly, the Carlton side of things is they weren't good enough and they're not ready. So those were the two conclusions. And then it's where you sit is should they be and when will they be are the two follow-up questions.
How was your radio this morning? What was the temperature on Blues fans?
No, they were hot early. I was slightly taken aback, but...
You just soothe them?
No, I think, but they soothed each other. There's half who understand and there's half who are being patient. There's half who didn't expect to be ready just yet, and there was half who were just... They were all ginned up for it, and it didn't happen, and they were feeling the letdown. It's the first few messages when I started this morning were spilling boards and all this. And I go, no, we can't be there.
Spilling boards are back.
Yeah, we can't be there.
Come on, Blues fans.
That's not where we are in the journey, but there was a level of bitter disappointment.
Only because of the heightened expectation and excitement. I mean, that's everything in life, mate. It gets built up and it doesn't happen. You go, oh, God. And that's what happened on the weekend. It was a big test. It was Collingwood. It was built up. And they had their opportunities and they blew it. And, you know, there's a couple of reasons why, you know, they're building... Name a team. No, you're going to say, yeah, here's one. But how many teams in recent times have been able to go from, you know, lower to mid-table, or mid-table to low, straight up to the top? It's too hard. Football is too hard. And what we've seen from Carlton this year is some really good steps forwards individually and collectively. They got some issues. I mean, Patrick Cripps, there's no doubt when this campaign's over, they'll say Patrick Cripps has been playing with 3 broken bones in his leg. But they're not going to tell anyone at the moment because he's a superstar of the game and he is very, very hampered. So that didn't help. As much as we're just talking about the Collingwood forward line really clicking on the weekend, how's the Carlton 3 tools in the forward line? Yeah. They didn't touch it. You're talking about Darcy Moore and Ruff. They completely and utterly eclipsed them. So, you know, where are they? They're 12th with 4 wins. 6 wins. 6 wins. That's round about where I thought they were going to be. Did you have them in the 8?
No, if they finish 8 and 9, I sort of feel like that's about right. That would represent progress. David Teague is 11 and 11 in his time in the job. That sort of so instinctively feels about right. I guess the idea of teams have risen from 13th. So the Bulldogs won it from 13th one year, Richmond won it from 13th. So I take it that Carlton people got a bit swept up.
Ginned up.
In that. Yeah.
I liked when you use the word ginned up.
So it didn't have that. The longer-term question for the end of the year is have they, in this raised earth rebuild, the most painful rebuild in league history, have they actually got the pieces?
No, not all of them. No, they haven't. No, they don't. But that's OK. You're allowed to keep adding pieces to you. They need a couple of midfielders. They need to strengthen their midfield group. And they'll go hunting, and they'll look for them, and they'll try and find them.
All right, let's play around.
Zach Williams might be handy, Jared.
Yes, there's a queue, isn't there?
There is a big queue. You've got to have a lot of cash, though, Jared.
Evidently you do. So 8th is conventional wisdom says Carlton bowed out of the race for 8th.